Students of class 12th English Literature Prose chapter 3. Students, in this lecture 6 English version lecture, today our topic is, our chapter is The Secret of Health, Success and Power, that is written by James Allen. Students, we will study the third part of this chapter, The Secret of Power. In this third part, we will begin from paragraph number 11. Students, we have given a title to this paragraph number 11, and the title is How to Accomplish, How to Achieve. Now we have talked about health and success. Now there is a turn of power, when we will learn, according to the writer, how we are going to achieve power. Whatever your task may be, the writer says, whatever your task may be means the task that you are going to choose to do, you can choose any. Concentrate your whole mind upon it. The condition is, no work is big or small. The main thing is how you can concentrate your whole mind upon your work. Throw into it all the energy. According to the writer, you must use all of your energy to get this work done, to do this work. Which you are capable means whatever you have in you. The faultless completion of small tasks lead inevitably means compulsorily, definitely, to larger tasks. Means if you complete short things, if you complete short tasks, if you complete a small task without any fault, definitely you will cover larger tasks, you will cover big work. So to it that you rise by steady climbing, in this way you will rise gradually and you will never fall, and it is sure, according to the writer, that you will never fail. And herein lies the secret of power. And in this written text, this is the secret of getting power. Learn by constant practice. It means the reader must learn how to get power by constant practice. It's not theoretical, it's practical. How to husband your resources. Husband means utilize, means you should learn, you must learn how to utilize your resources in any way. No matter you have limited resources, the matter is how you are going to use them in a better way. How to concentrate them, and to concentrate them means you give your all focus and attention to it. At any moment you must be ready in all the time upon a given point, and you should come to know what is required and when. The foolish waste their mental and spiritual energy. According to the writer, the failure in getting power is, the foolish people waste their mental and spiritual energy in frivolity. Means everybody has energy, but foolish people waste this precious energy in frivolity. Frivolity means in useless work, in meaningless and senseless activities. Foolish chatter means nonsense talking, or selfish argument means the argument which is based on selfishness. Not to remain wasteful physical excess. When somebody does all this, then there is no use to talk about their energy. Students, in this paragraph number 12, that is given the title Poise and Passivity. Poise means to stop, to make one in balance, and passivity, to remain calm. Now let's see what these 2 points do. What do these 2 points affect a person? In paragraph number 12, if you would acquire overcoming power. Students, in this paragraph, the writer says, suppose you were trying to achieve your power, but now you have achieved the power. Now you will have to maintain how to keep your power safe. This is the important thing. One important thing was there, how to achieve power. Now the most important thing is how to maintain that power that you have achieved somehow by hard work. When you got power, you must cultivate poise and passivity. The writer says, when you achieve power, you must learn how to keep it in balance, how to keep himself in control, and how to keep yourself calm. You must be able to stand alone, because a person is symbolized to stand alone. All power is associated with immovability. Now the writer is trying to define the power, and the power is related to immovability. Immovability means when you can stand alone and you are not going to be swayed by any emotion or passion. The mountain, the massive rock, the storm-tried oak. These three examples are the example of power. All speak of the power because of their combined solitary grandeur and defiant fixity. Means all these examples of mountain and massive rock, massive means strong rock, and at the tree oak on which the storm always tried, but that this tree remained calm and peaceful and can stand alone, and says something about passivity, poise and calm. Now these are the examples of power, and these are the example of power because they have a combined form of their superiority, of their stability, and fixity means that can't be moved. While the shifting sand, I mean on the other hand, the shifting sand, the you have seen in the desert, the dunes of sand change their places. Means you have seen the mountains of sands, the dunes of sands, which in the time of large and heavy storms they change their places. In the same way, the twigs means the weak and thin branches of the trees can be swayed with the pressure of the wind. And the waving reeds means you have seen some vegetation of yellow color and green color on some reservoirs or the side on the banks of the rivers. They wave when the winds blow. It means they are affected with the power of wind. Speak to us of weakness means all these things are the symbol of weakness, and they teach us weakness because they are movable. What is the difference between an oak and these reed? Reed are movable and oak is immovable. That's why oak is powerful. And non-resistant, these reed and shifting sand is non-resistant because they can't resist any power of others and they can't stand alone, and are utterly useless when detached from their fellows. Detached means when they are kept separate, they are of no use. He is the man of power. Now the writer is going to describe a man of power with the characteristics of power, who when all his fellows are swayed, some emotion or passion remains calm and unmoved. Means the identification of powerful person is that when the friends of a person are swayed, are misled by some emotion and some feelings or because of some reason, but this man remain unmoved, this remain steady and persistent and remain firm, is called the man of power. Students, now in paragraph number 3, we gave a title to this paragraph, balance required. Means a person who has acquired power must have balance. Now let's begin quickly. He only is fitted to command and control. Means the person, let's see, who has succeeded in commanding and controlling himself. Means the person who can command and control himself is only fitted or suitable to command and control others. It means commanding and controlling oneself is very important because the hysterical means who gets furious, who become in the control of their passion. The fearful means the coward. The thoughtless means who does work without any thoughtfulness. And frivolous means who are engaged in useless activities. Let such seek or they will fall lack of support. Means all these points are related to the weakness, and these things are related to weakness. If such people who have these qualities, who have these demerits, if they are separated from their fellows, they fell down and they are destroyed. But the calm, fearless and thoughtful and grave, let such seek the solitude. Means If a person is brave, is thoughtful, is very serious, let us seek the solitude. Solitude means loneliness. Such people try to find out the loneliness of the forest because they don't believe in frivolity, they don't believe in historical things, they are very thoughtful persons. They go to desert and the mountain top, and to their power more power will be added. In this way they go there and add more and more power there, and they will more and more successfully stem the psych currents. Stem means add and strengthen. Psych means you can say spiritual. Currents means energy. In this way they add more and more spiritual energy. And whirlpools means and the power that covers man, which engulf mankind. And all these qualities are important to cover the whole mankind. Means these persons who are wise, who are powerful, go to the lonely places in solitude, and they collect more and more power there, and they do and they achieve all this which is required to engulf, to cover mankind. Students, I hope you have understood this lecture and you have gone through this lecture very well. Students, to get yourself updated with the literature and the grammar, please subscribe my channel or see classes of English language. Please share, comment, and I will say again, subscribe my channel. Thanks.